Remove the two 18mm bolts holding the caliper. Once you've removed the bolts, remove the caliper and rest it on something without putting too much pressure on the brake hose. Remove the 10mm bolt securing the brake disc in position. Remove the ABS sensor. There'll be an 8mm bolt. They don't really tend to seize too bad on these, but if the sensor is a little bit stuck, just try to wiggle it from side to side a little bit and maybe use some penetrating fluid. And it should come free pretty easily. Undo the nut on the track rod. Loosen the bolts for the shock absorber. The nut is 21mm and the bolt is 18. Remove the drive shaft bolt. You can do this with a bar on one of the studs just to stop it turning. Knock the track rod out of position and take the bolts out from the shock absorber. Pull the drive shaft out of the back of the hub and you'll have access to the bolts holding the wheel bearing in position. Once you've got the bolts out, use some penetrating fluid all around the bearing, inside and out, and just leave for about 5 minutes. Once the penetrating fluid's been sat for a few minutes, you should be able to knock the bearing through from the rear. Obviously you don't have to worry about damage as you're replacing it. Give the surfaces a good clean, get rid of any debris, and then sand the surfaces with a light sanding paper. Once the surfaces are as clean as you can get them, you'll be ready to mount the new bearing. You should get some new bolts. Tighten the bolts a little bit at a time to pull the bearing into position, and then tighten fully and you're ready to start putting the parts back together.